27 facts about prison. There are more than 2.2 million prisoners in the United States of America and more than 1.65 million in China. The world prison population rate, based on United Nations estimates of national population levels, is 144 per 100,000 citizens. Since 2000, the total number of women serving time in the United States prison system has increased by 50%, while the male prison population has grown about 18%. Since the year 2000, the world prison population has grown by almost 20%. The highest prison rates in the world are in the United States at 724 people per 100,000. In Russia, the rate is 581. The United States contains almost 5% of the world's population. However, the US comparatively contains roughly also 5% of the world's prison population. In the United States, over 1 million arrests per year are for drug possession, which is 4 times greater than the number of arrests for drug sales. Just 23% of released prisoners actually stay out of prison. African Americans are sent to prison at a rate that is just over 6 times higher than white people. In some states, they are 10 times more likely to be sent to prison. The United States prison system costs an estimated $90 billion per year. Transgender adults and LGBTQI youth are disproportionately imprisoned. An estimated 16% of trans people have been incarcerated, compared to 2% of all adults. About 15% of young people in detention identify themselves as LGBTQI. Each day, 12 people die in the United States prison system, or about 4,000 per year. In state and federal prisons, most deaths are health-related, such as from cancer and heart disease. In local prisons, the top cause of deaths are suicide. The now infamous Stanford prison experiment, involving fake prisoners and guards, investigated the psychological effects of perceived power. The first 72 hours after a person is booked into jail is when they are at the highest risk of death. Men's Central Jail in Los Angeles is the world's largest jail system, with over 22,000 inmates. Oklahoma recently surpassed Louisiana as the prison capital of the world, with a rate of 1,079 people per 100,000 behind bars. Oklahoma has the highest incarceration rate in the country. Even though countries such as El Salvador, Panama, Costa Rica, and Brazil have murder rates over twice the rate in the United States, each has a significantly lower incarceration rate, and in some cases, less than half. Texas allowed whipping as a punishment in its prisons until 1941. Arkansas prisons allowed whipping until 1967. In Brazil, some inmates have the opportunity to reduce their sentences by reading books and writing book reports. They can reduce their sentence by up to 4 days, up to 48 days per year for each book they read. In one of the worst prison disasters in US history, 322 inmates were killed and 150 injured when a fire broke out in the Ohio State Pen on April 21, 1930. When some guards refused to let inmates out of their cells, other inmates overpowered the guards to rescue their fellow prisoners. The man who killed and ate the last Indo-Chinese tiger in China was sentenced to 12 years in prison. The Hole is a prison where Scientology executives are sent to prison for religious discipline. There, they would stay for months or years on manual labor, humiliation, or solitary confinement. Ex-members compare the Hole to a North Korea death camp. When American psychologist Timothy Leary arrived at prison in 1971, he knew how to answer the psychology tests inmates take because he helped design some of the questions. He manipulated the answers to get a gardening job, a position which he used later to escape from the prison. Alcatraz was once the only federal prison to offer hot water showers. They were installed so that prisoners would get used to the hot water, thus they would find the cold water of San Francisco Bay impossible to endure if they tried to swim to their freedoms. The only fence keeping inmates in the Suomenlinna prison in Finland is a yellow picket fence. The warden eventually had to lock the gate because people kept trying to get inside the prison. In China, rich people can hire body doubles to serve their prison sentences. Joseph Mengele, a Nazi prison camp physician during World War II, was infamous for experimenting on twins, people with heterochromia, iridium, which are eyes of two different colors, dwarfs, pregnant women, and those with physical abnormalities. For more videos like these, please subscribe to my channel. The subscription link is in the video description below. Subscribe.